Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superposition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz.
Master your money. Free your mind. I don't know how to read balance sheets, so I am blind. Give me a compliment one more time. Yeah, sure. This guy. Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rants. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Sitting in the cut. Watching Trump do what he does. You know, I had a real problem with Trump on Sunday. It was Easter, right? When he tweeted out and he said, praise to be Allah. Mocking, yes, mocking someone's religion. I'll never do it. Whatever you choose to believe in, I back you. I support you if you have a belief in anything. Certainly in this investment called GameStop. But we'll leave it there, boys. Trump did it again. Trump always chicken outs. That's what they told me, bro. I can't believe they came up with this taco trade shit, but it's so real. Trump says, I'm going to blow Iran off the face of the earth. This civilization is gone. Looters and then conmen. And I was like, are you talking about the meltdown again? What were you talking about? Oh, Iran. My bad. Iran. Okay. 47 years. Okay, Trumpy. Got you, buddy. Shit. I can't let this man practice foreign policy. It's tough for me. But yes, he put it on hold. 2 weeks. Makes me laugh. Oh, shit. Boom. I don't know if you guys know what I know, but the MACD's turning up in the positive for GameStop. We're in the oversold territory for a lot of investments, whether they be Microsoft, Nike, Kohl's. We're going to talk about it a little. I don't know. Do you know what this is? This is the Death Cross. The Death Cross is there for Kohl's. I don't know if you guys see it. Last time Kohl's had a Death Cross, and I'll show it to you, 74% on the downside for the next 10 months. What's happening with GameStop? Oh, they're in a golden cross. GameStop's going up and to the right. I mean, even now at 23.68. My confidence average is 23.62. I went down 1 penny today, by the way. I did buy a share. I'm in the green, babe. 4 cents. Oh, shit. 4 pennies. What could you do? Rub them together. Think of something great. The next best investment. We'll talk about them as we go. But it's tough, man. It's tough reading headlines and reacting to them. We're going to watch a video today from Whitney Baker. This video was sent to me by one of our viewers, and I just want to tell you guys, it's a phenomenal piece because she comes straight out the gate where she's talking about SPACs and how these companies were invented so that the private credit could actually buy these assets dead to rights. We knew they were trash, and that's what she's telling you. She's saying everything that we said, and apparently I can't say it because, I'm wrong about everything private equity. Let's see if this is my future ex-wife. I don't know, because that's how much I'm in love with any person like this. Oh my God. I was in love with Ann Coulter for a while. It was Ann Coulter, then it was Candace Owens, and then it was back to my wife to tell her, hey babe, if you ever give me a hall pass, I'm going for straight Republicans, bro. Now I'm straight. If you talk about private equity, it does something warm and tingly to me. I'm telling you now. But you saw me with the ring. I put it. Hey, by the way, you ever want to gauge how big? Hey, Tonko, check this out. See my hands? Okay. This one right here, this ring finger, the ring finger, okay? Ring finger is a size 14, 15 on my right hand. You see how it doesn't fit? Doesn't fit no matter what I do, won't go on. But this one, it goes on. Perfect. And that's a 13. So you ever want to go get your rings checked, Tonko, before you start talking to people, bro. I'm tired of your karate chops. I'm scared of you, Danny Zuko. Oh, no, that's the other guy. Wasn't it Daniel's son? I said the guy from Greece. I was excited, bro. Grease was my movie. But no, you're right there with the Karate Kid and the crane. That shit doesn't work, bro. You tried it. Okay, so check this out. Watch this guy. This is good. Oh, we got to watch this. How you doing? There she is. Now, this picture doesn't do her justice. Listen to her, though. Her knowledge, it's there.
Gone from, you look at private equity, which this bubble, a lot of it was private equity, spraying cash out to all these different startups that were loss-making back in 2021 and so on. There's this huge crop of new startups, all loss-making, huge concentration to loss-making companies, which is at the end of the day what brought Silicon Valley Bank down, as an example. Okay, so that's structurally vulnerable, obviously. And so what they did after...
Stop it right there. Are you listening? Private equity, who's on the other side of the GameStop trade, just so we're clear, that's my assumption. But I said this 3 years ago. I said this in 2023 when it happened. I said the reason why the banks went belly up had nothing to do with what they were telling you. They were telling you some bullshit, okay? No. Hold on. It's a run. Oh, people need money. Oh, no. SPACs. It was SPACs. I don't know what you guys read, what you thought it was. She just explained it very well. Let's go on with it.
They stopped being able to raise a lot of new private equity funds when the Fed tightened in 2021, 2022. So what they did instead was they went and acquired a bunch of life insurance companies. Because
why did they do that? Why did the Fed tighten everything up? Why did everybody tell you, hey, 2021, that's when the game's over? Because GameStop was the leverage. They had a whole housing committee crisis. They went ahead and looked and said, okay, everybody's margin called right now, fictitiously. We can't really do this. We're not going to blow up this whole economy because private equity is greedy. You guys have time. Let's give you time. No transparency. Let's delete everything you guys did, but let's go ahead and get you on the books. We're here now. We're 5 years later. GameStop's still going up and to the right. What are we doing here, Whitney, tell them.
Because life insurance companies already have a bunch of assets and a bunch of liabilities. So they go and take that over. And now private equity owns like 15% of the U.S. life insurance sector, which is something like $1.2 trillion of assets. So it's pretty big. And what they've done is they've taken a lot of the assets that those companies were invested in, like government bonds and things like that. They've sold those and they've replaced them with private credit. And a lot of the private credit loans that they've made have been to keep the companies that they previously, bankrolled with private equity, to keep them afloat in this very weak economy. So not only do they have concentrated exposures to essentially private equity, VC funded startups that are loss making, that were all kind of, their whole business plan was to run losses until they sort of winner takes all. But of course, if they're all going after the same prize, that's never going to work, right? So there's that. They had 2-3 years worth of cash, and then 2023, 2024 comes around. Like we're running out of cash. Well, no worries. We'll lend you some money. You just need a little more time, right? So that's the issue. The structure, this is what Minsky called the Ponzi stage of financing, which is not just, there's a speculative stage, which we have been in for a while, which is you have to print and you have to borrow more money in order to pay your interest burden. And when that's true at the society level, it means you have to start printing money. But now we're at the last stage, which is another model where we're at the last stage, just to sort of connect the dots with the last part of the conversation. We're at the last stage where not only do you have to borrow more to service your interest burden, you also need asset appreciation, in order to repay your previous obligations. That's the architecture of a Ponzi structure, of a Ponzi scheme, right?
So let's leave it right there, Whitney. You did a great job. Whitney Baker. Let me tell you what she told you. She said it. They went ahead and invested into all these dead SPACs. There's no money to be made. They need their money back. The ones that they did go public, they took money from the public, but these assets are depreciating reverse side. This is why you get downgraded. This is why there's no profit. And then when you're in the software industry or you're in AI in general, it wouldn't matter what you pump. Look at the whole market. It's pumping right now in the after hours. Does not matter because you're set up against GameStop. Everything happened from the moment GameStop walked into the party. The dance didn't start till I walked in, and it probably won't end until I leave. Period. Me personally, I'm never leaving. Do you understand this part? Private equity, they just might. It's up, guys. things that you wanted to happen, things that you knew were going to happen are happening now. Love this chart. This is GameStop. This is the chart. Up and to the right. Looks healthy. Looks right. Holding that 200-day moving average right there. Up into the 50-day. But we still have this cross. This is your cross. This golden cross, it rounds up through here. And as it rounds on up, that means it's gone. It's taking off. And it will. It will right now because we're at the apex of a Dorito right here, this bullish pennant where you have lower highs and higher lows. They meet, they capitulate, and they explode out of the zone. It's happened before right here, curved up and exploded out of the zone. What happened? Earnings happened. We came through with another bond offering, tempered the whole price discovery deal. We're not there this time. This time we're concentrated. And, I'm starting to think on a couple of levels here that Ryan Cohen put out this warrant for a couple of reasons. One, warrants have money there, and he gave everybody money to invest in the GameStop. I don't know if you guys know this part, but you can sell your warrants and get money for them, which a lot of people have done. I did, but because I like the price of $20 on a stock. Now, some people are keeping the warrants for those reasons. But what if, and this is just a what if for some people, what if Ryan Cohen deployed the warrant knowing that the arbitrage would go into effect and it would limit everyone's buying power, meaning everyone would get it at this price, this $20 threshold, this $25 threshold. It's not going to go to 32, right? From now until October, it's not going to go to 32. Or he was just limiting it all, just boom, until the deal gets done. And is the deal getting done? Well, from the looks of it, or from the sound of it, or from the rumblings out there in the jungle, yeah, it's happening. It's happening. But let's go back to this chart because I want to show you a couple of things on this chart. For GameStop, the weekly, it is playing out the way we knew it would. We are approaching this area of takeoff right here at the tip. You are going to get here. You can't go sideways forever, guys. I know they think they can go sideways. But GameStop doesn't go down. I don't know if people know this part, but if you were to fall down from here, you would find a real, this nuclear reaction on the buy side. Because once you get to $19, somebody starts getting really excited about buying in at those dollar amounts. And not just Tony De Niro, who wants to buy it at the bottom, loves the bottom, is the bottom. He loves that. No, he's not the only one. There's other real investors like you and I who love to buy at all levels. Even today, by the way. Yeah, did that. Guys, how could I ever forget to show you this? Sorry, Wendy, we're around. We're going to let you go, okay? Appreciate the insight. Here you go. I have invested, by the way, small money, not big money, guys. Not big money. I'm a small money guy. I've invested $100, current value, $100 this month, since April 1st to now, the first week of April. I'm $100 in, and I'm up $1.92, something like that. I forget the number, but not too much. I'm up a couple of pennies here. So it'd be all these amounts here. Maybe it was $1.30 something. Maybe that's what I was up. I couldn't remember the math. I could do it for you really quick. Right here, 90, $1.01, $1.38, $1.39, $1.42, and then $1.62, $1.73. So $1.71. So I'm up $1.71 on GameStop as of this week, just on the shares that I bought this week. How much am I up? The whole amount? I mean, give me a break, guys. We were up $879 today. Overall, we're down $489 after 5 years of investing at $59,376.39, almost to $59,400. Walking there, 2,513, a.k.a. 51 shares, doing what we do. Hashtag wish you had it, didn't you? Don't you? No, you don't. We're going to talk about this post right here in a minute, this Twitter post that I'm reading. There's some other Twitter posts that I was excited about that were coming through. The integrity checked out. We got it right on GameStop and Warren Buffett's position that people are trying to report as being true, and I told you it was a fake. But, I might be the last guy with integrity. We all know who doesn't have integrity. And thank you again for the super chat. I forgot that you guys put that out there. Oh, you sent one endgame? Wow. Hope is all well. Praise to Allah, baby. Okay. Whatever it does. What's up, Pops? Willie's here. Willie's doing it big Willie style. And Trump is an idiot. There's a couple of different ways to look at that. if you really want to know, like I'd still vote for the man because who were my options? Him or Kamala? Give me a break. I mean, Joe Biden wakes up every morning. He was just like, I'm the president. No, it was a question. It wasn't a statement. I'm the president? Oh, that's cool. It was like that for years, bro. 4 years. Oh, it was painful. But no, I mean, we're past that point. So now we're dealing with, we're tough. I think Trump's a telephone tough guy. I don't know if you guys ever knew these guys growing up. They're the ones who, oh yeah, bro, hit me on my beeper. I'll pull up anywhere. Give me the Addy. I'm showing up. No, you're not. Oh man, I couldn't get a ride. One of those guys. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get my baseball bat. I'm coming right back at you. That's Trump right now. Trump's the toughest guy in the room for no reason. I still don't know why we have 70-year-old, 80-year-old presidents. They're not the most, intellectual, sharp tool in the shed. You know where Trump lost me to? I'll tell you where Trump lost me this week. He's my guy, okay? I vote for Trump, and that's why I can talk shit about him. Don't worry about me. Trump was talking about strategic military operations as if he has any history of it, any, I would say, a true experience. Making decisions, sitting there in that room that's different. I know you've been the president before, but it's tough for you to go out here and talk on national TV about national security measures. Like, I just wouldn't have those conversations. We were there, we were making decisions, and we went for it. No, shut up, man. I got time for all that. I just don't. Just keep my people safe and do what you do, but stop using the stock market as your damn playground. Everybody's doing it. They're just using it. It's okay. They have to do shit. Guys, this has never been done before. It has to happen this way because GameStop is sitting over there as the biggest thorn in your ass for the last 20 years. It's going to be amazing when it all goes down. I'm going to be here for it, though. The question here says, did y'all hear say connect the dots? Yeah, of course we heard her say connect the dots. Rants, the 10 points of the deal is the same points they had since the start of the war. But you try and say that to people, they bash you as being some liberal. It's wild. I don't know. I don't even know what Iran put out. I know that they said that we need these 10 things, whatever. I know this. It's all bullshit. Okay. Oil. What have I always told you for the last 5 years about oil? Oil takes how many days to get from the oil, from the barrel to the refinery to the service station? About 45 days. So the impact of oil pricing should not be immediate at the service station. What happened now? They went from one day to the next to go take money out of your pocket. They want to put pressure on you. Okay, so this is what we're doing. We're starting up student loans again. We're doing oil at an increase. We're doing inflation. Stagflation is upon you because inflation is outpacing wages. So what's the true definition of this? This is called pressure. Pressure breaks pipes, not people. You stop giving it any energy, you're okay. The issue that I have is that now we got to get the Strait of Hormuz open, or the oil's not coming down in value and price, and then the gas can't come down. Okay, it's been open this whole time. It's been open. I'm not talking about this week or last week. I'm talking about for the last 5 years, it's been open. It wasn't closed. So why were my prices going up, or why does it happen immediately like that? Do we rely on the Middle East? Could we not use our oil reserves? Like, I don't understand. We have oil all over Canada. You have it in the Gulf of America, and we have reserves. We tap into none of it. We do none of that. We put pressure on our own economy to crumble ourselves. We are a private equity run country. We create our own downfall. That's exactly what we do via private equity. Call me a liar on this. Come see me on this. I've lived through 3 of these damn things. 2008, 2000, and the last one was 2020, COVID. I've lived through 3 of these things, and here's your 4th one. So, whenever I'm talking to kids and they're 25, 30, I just remind them, but don't be 60 talking to me with the towel in your roof. All right? Tonko, did you see that shit? Everybody noticed. I didn't notice. You had a towel in your sunroof so it wouldn't leak? That is crazy, bro. What if you have a hot date, bro? What if you got a hot date? And I'm not saying she's hot. I'm just saying, what if he's like, in shape, 250 pounds, he's good, warm, loving. What if he says, hey, man, I'd love to just sit here in the car and drink Slurpees, but this roof is just leaking down the crack of my ass. And then you get very excited. You're going, did you say the crack of your... I get it. I get it, Tom. But I'm just saying, bro, Do something about that shit, man. A sunroof leaking and you're in a rainy climate, at least move. Shit. Or change the towel. It looked soaking wet. It was gross. I can't do it. I don't know. Take a pack of peanut butter, bro, and just line it up with peanut butter. I bet you peanut butter can't get past that damn. Peanut butter, it'll do something to some cracks. I've been told. I don't know. Go to Home Depot, buy some silly putty or buy some silicone. Do something, bro. He's like, I want to buy some cock. I need a cock gun and I need some cock to put up in here. Is this too much? I'm so sorry. I was supposed to be the education channel and I lost track there. That's my fault, guys. I can keep going. There's more shit in my brain on that. No, we're good, though. I think about you, Tonk. I worry about you, really. That's where I'm at. Okay, so we are going to look at some stocks. We're going to do some stuff, so sorry. Nigeria makes its own oil. Their prices have ballooned. How? Fugazi. Literally got Taco John today in honor of today. You got Taco John's? I don't even know what that is. Hey, did you guys want to know something? This is like mind-boggling. So I go to my favorite restaurant. A lot of you guys know my favorite restaurant. If you don't, then you haven't been watching the show long enough. It's called Bob's Twin Kitchen. It's in Indio, California. Bob's is my favorite restaurant. I used to work there. I was the delivery guy and the cook at the same time when I was in high school. And I've known the owners my whole life. Good people, great guys. They're two brothers. And so we talk all the time. So I pull into the driveway on Friday and I see all this equipment on the left-hand side, like cranes, trusses. I see all this crazy shit, right? And I'm like, what in the hell? And then they have a sign on their window and it says, Bob's will be closed for the next 12 days. And I'm just like, what? How is Bob's closed for 2 weekends? Like, it's not possible. One, it's Coachella. I don't know if you guys know about Coachella, the world's largest music festival. It's 1 mile away from my front door. It's Coachella this weekend. Justin Bieber, Sabrina Carpenter, and Karol G. They're all headlining, right? It's so expensive too. Hotels cost you $1,000 a night. You want to rent out a house? It's $5,000. The world elite live here. Tim Cook lives here. Justin Bieber, Leonardo DiCaprio, Adele, Warren Buffett. What's his name? Not Warren Buffett. What's his other guy's name? Bill Gates. All of them. Everybody. Jim Sinegal. Everybody lives here where I live, and it's just ultra wealthy. And this concert's going to happen this week. Everyone's going. Bob's Twin Kitchen, my favorite little restaurant. I pull up to the window on Friday. I said, bro, why are you guys closing? And he tells me, he goes, oh, we're doing some renovations. I was like, are you serious? Like, renovation? Like, come on, bro. And during Coachella, then the daughter walks up and she's like, we're going to pour some concrete. I'm still not understanding. I'm like, what in the hell is going on? Then they go, hey, we're not going to be open, so here you go. And they gave me all the hot sauce, because I only go there for the hot sauce. They gave me a big-ass thing of hot sauce. They go, we can't have it. It won't be good anymore by next week or whatever. And I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. What are they doing? So I drive by the next day, and it's already built. The whole damn building is built. It's a 2-story monster with all this shit. I said, how much money do they have? I've been buying all these tacos, and I don't understand how they could do this, right? No. It's Coachella. Coachella rented out the restaurant, and they're doing a pop-up for YSL. I don't even know what that is. Yves something Laurent or something. Saint Laurent. Whatever. They're doing a pop-up. You have to be invited, and they only give you all this free shit for going. And celebrities are going to be all over, right? Then I go to Shandy Oil. Shandy is like the richest man in our valley type style, or he's up there. But Shandy owns all the gas stations. And Shandy has Shandy Oil, and they shut down his whole place, one of his gas stations. I'm like, how could you shut down? It's the most famous one. And it's a Sabrina Carpenter pop-up. Boom, all this shit. The Kardashians do pop-ups. All these guys do pop-ups. So what it is, you just go through, you got to get in line, and they give you free shit for showing up. And it's part of marketing and stuff that these kids do. So that's happening right now. Done spawned it in. There you go. What did it say here? It says, feels like GameStop is the main character everywhere. Yes. Is Nike in trouble this go around, or is it really goodbye? I do know you only buy GameStop. Great question, Burton. Nike is very particular right now. There's 3 stocks that I'm looking at that people are trying to tell you that are good buys. One is Microsoft, one is Nike, the other is Kohl's. I would buy, out of those 3, I would buy Nike. If I were to buy something other than GameStop. But I'm not. I'm GameStop only. But we can show you what I'm talking about. Couple of things I want to look at on these charts. One, I want to show you the SPY. This is the SPY. The SPY has this window that I drew. You guys see this, right? These purple lines. I drew this a long time ago. And it just so happens that we ran our course, and this is on the weekly. The thing about the weekly on the SPY itself is there's a 50 and a 200, but if you go to the daily chart here, you look like you can't get past this 200-day moving average. That's your level of resistance right now. Trump makes an announcement, okay? He just made an announcement saying it's back on. It's all bullshit. That's just a point to push the stock market back up. This is a pump. They let it all the way down. They bought protection the whole way through. They got it to where they got it to, 628. I thought it would go lower, like he said. And as it got down to the bottom, now we buy up all the calls. We run it. We're getting ready for the run. And what happens? Unusual call volume this afternoon. Everybody saw it on the SPY. And what happened? Boom. The push of a lifetime. Gets pumped back up. Never gets back to where it once was. It won't get back to up there, to 690, whatever. It's just a pump of a dead body. Get right back up here, diminished return, come back down, and it'll eventually fall all the way through 2 weeks later. What happens in the span of those 2 weeks? If you are unfamiliar with GameStop, GameStop is at the apex of a Dorito for a massive breakout. So you better have some liquidity. You better have some leverage. You guys better have something that you're pumping. And what do? They go and pump all the crypto. Why would crypto pump when Trump makes an announcement? Why would the markets pump in the after hours? The reason why these announcements come in the after hours is so they can have maximum price discovery for the top side. If you guys do not know this stat, and you guys should know this stat for everybody out there, I don't know why any of you watch the stock market from 6:30 Pacific Standard Time all the way till 1 o'clock. I don't know why you guys watch the market during the day, during actual hours of the market. It means nothing. In the world of investing, and everybody can attest to this, markets move, stocks move, securities move before the market opens and after the market closes. That's when they make their moves. It is never during the market. What I mean by never is you'll always find a bigger move pre-market and after we close, because that's when price discovery comes in. The market makers are going to make their money throughout the day. They're going to nickel and dime you in the world of rhyme and reason. Just up and down, up and down, up and down. It's so easy to read it using the MACD, using the VWAP, all these things that people do, all these things that day traders do. I don't care for it. I don't look for those signals. I don't try to jump in and out. I'm going to give you the example of a day trader and an investor, and why I don't watch people like Jackie D. Letitz and D. LeGrift. I don't watch Tony De Niro. I don't watch anyone trying to give me insight about how the markets move and why they move, okay? And my AMC, Mike, you punk-ass bitch, you're the same group, okay? This dude's outside of another AMC today. It makes zero sense to me. But I digress. Here's the thing about it. Do you own a sports team? If you owned a sports team, are you going to be the guys that are just itchy fingers waiting to go ahead and make a bet on the sport, on the game itself? I need to make a bet. Have you ever met these guys who have to have money on the game in order to watch the game? They have to have a 4-game parlay going. They have to have I got the over, I got the under, I got this, I got a prop bet. These guys are disgusting. They're gross. These sports bettors, this is what's taking away your American dream. The youth of America, pay attention. You now have access to trading and gambling all day long. You never did in the past. You want to know what's hindering you? You're doing it to yourself. You feel like you're missing out on something. No. If you invest into a company, like I have invested into GameStop every day, just plugging away, I will see you in 10 years. 10 years. 5 more years from today, I will be in this investment for 10 years. Do you know what my return will be? Whatever I put into it, to the top side, GameStop hasn't fluctuated $1 up, $1 down in the last 7 months. It just doesn't do it that way. What does it go? It goes to 25, back up down to 23, 28. It never goes to 20. And where does it go? Nowhere. Wait till it happens. And while you wait, it's not that you're just sitting there not doing anything. I invested this one day. I bought at this price. That's not investing. You got to keep at it. You got to stick with it. You got to take your time, brick by brick. Just walk there. $10, $10, $10, $10. Next thing you know, you put in 100 after 10 days. That's what it was. Now what happens 10 years from later? That 100 is going to be 500. You just don't understand. But if you can wait and you can show patience and exercise a little bit of maturity, then you're there. You're in this investment. But for everyone else out here playing these markets, trying to look at this. The market went up today, went up on the after hours. When Trump made the announcement, he said 2 weeks. Now I got to buy calls 3 weeks out. I got to buy puts 2 weeks out because it's going to go back down. Like, why are you trying to guess this game? Why are you playing this? I got the same thing happening. There's some movies in the movie theaters. It's going to go left or right. Let me tell you, why did I say left, guys? Because of one dude out here who talks nonsense. Stocks go up, down, right, and say left. They don't go left. Anyway, here's the thing. Yeah, no. Marantz knows. I'm going to tell you guys something. I have this box, right, that I got from Derek. He gave me a gift. I've talked about the box before. Okay, the box is worth more than you could ever imagine because it gives you every channel, every local channel, every national channel. You watch every game. I don't need the NFL Network. I don't have to pay for it. It's already there. Every app. You don't have to pay for Netflix. You don't have to pay for Hulu, Paramount. None. You have access to everything for free. Okay, I have this. It's okay. So I left the stream yesterday, and we can have a private conversation. That's what we're doing right now. You guys are so funny, man. That's an inside joke, by the way, for people that don't know. If you're not part of the show, you don't know. Anyway, so I left the show yesterday, and I'm saying to myself, you know what? I'm going to go spend some time with my wife. We're going to go hang out. We're going to watch a movie. You know what that entails? I rub feet. We watch the show. Baby, do you want a pillow? Do you want a drink? All that. No, wifey was like, what are we watching? That's what she said. I said, baby, it's a movie that I heard that I was recommended. Multiple people recommended this movie to me to tell me it was a good one, that I should watch it. Project Hail Mary. Project Hail Mary is this movie with Ryan Gosling that I had to watch last night. Because once you start something, hey, we're going to stick it out. And I'm watching this damn movie. I don't know if you've watched this movie, but let me save you 2.5 hours of your life. Remember, live through me. Learn from my mistakes, guys. What do? I educate myself every night. And I've said this to you guys a couple months ago, and I'll say it to you even now. What you do in your evening time will either separate you from your peers or not. What you do when you get home from work, if you watch this show, you're already getting ahead. If you continue to study outside of this and learn something yourself, or you develop a skill and a craft that can separate you, you're building equity for yourself. Okay? So you're manufacturing that actual equity every night. I've been doing this for years. Right? That's what puts me ahead in life. All right. Well, last night was not that night. Last night, I said, all right, we're going to watch Operation Hail Mary. My wife said, is this biblical? Is this, what is this? Is it a scary movie? I said, no. This is a complete waste of my life. Let me tell you about that damn movie. First, none of you should watch this movie. I don't care how much they drum it up, how many good reviews it gets, or people say, it is entertaining, this is good. If it didn't have Ryan Gosling in it, you wouldn't watch it. That's the first thing. Second thing, the minute, let me tell you, you know what? You shouldn't watch my show. None of you. because I'm going to give you spoilers. I'm going to ruin it for you so you never watch this shit. If you're going to watch it, close the stream now because this movie is god-awful. I don't care what they tell you. Listen to me about this movie. Ryan Gosling is a scientist, or he has a doctorate degree. He's actually a middle school teacher. The world's going to end. Allegedly, there's some red something that's eating the sun. They're taking the sun's energy. They're in Venus. They need CO2. And yes, this is what's happening. How do we kill this red thing so that the sun doesn't die out and it doesn't get more cold? And because of global warming, we're all 1/3 of the world's population going to die in 30 years. Your choice, Ryan Gosling. We need you to get on this ship and go out into the middle of the space, 11 light years away. Get there. Find out what's going on because there's another star that has the same issue going on, but they're not losing their power. What's going on? Sure enough, he goes out there. People are dying. He's by himself in the middle of the damn space. Another spaceship rolls up on him. Yeah. And it's a rock. It's a rock alien called Rocky. And they find a way to communicate with each other over time. They're talking. He's hugging a rock. The rock hugs him. The rock sacrifices himself. We should all cry at this point. Then he solves the riddle. The rock gives him enough energy to get back to Earth. He hightails it, turns around, goes back to the rock to save him. Then he ends up on another planet where he's a teacher again, a middle school teacher again. It's the worst shit I've ever seen. It's absolutely terrible. You can't tell me this was the #1 movie in the country just 3 weeks ago. Now it's Mario Brothers, which, by the way, not for me. I don't. Guys, give me something that I can learn from. I can't. What am I going to learn? How to change a pipe? Oh, check this. Hey, my name's Mario. You can't even say Luigi out loud. Everybody thinks you're a serial killer. You killed, United Healthcare CEO. No way. Guys, don't watch it. Is it Dwayne Johnson or an actual rock? It's a fucking rock. Shit. Go to the mountains. Come on back. This rock rubs himself and shit. This is how we say in my culture, in my planet. We say hello. We rub our arms like we got a mental deficiency. I have a cousin who does that shit. I'd ask my family. My cousin Ruben, I'll say his name. Ruben comes out here and he goes like this. What's that? Who's got the cookies, man? Who's got the cookies? That's what my cousin does. We do that shit when we play League of Legends. Like, who's got the cookies, man? We do this shit to each other. All my cousins, we be clowning. That's my real cousin, bro. I swear to you. This rock was doing the same shit. I can't, guys. I can't do it. I don't know how I got stuck watching that movie. It was 2.5 hours. We didn't get to bed till 1. Told my wife looked at me. She goes, never again. You don't understand. My wife don't watch movies with me anyway. Since No Country for Old Men, since I fell asleep. She don't watch movies with me. She's like, I'll be like, babe, you watching a movie? She's like, yeah, I'm watching a movie. You're not invited. That shit dude, I'm telling you now. And that's the last time I take recommendations from Scrubs, bro. When Scrubs tell me that I need to watch something, that's part of it. IMBD gives it an 8.4. What the F? Bro, I don't care. I don't give a shit if it gave it a 10. I'm telling you. A Rock and Ryan Gosling were falling in love. Yeah. Was Ryan Gosling in Brokeback Mountain? Was he in that movie? Or is that Jake Gyllenhaal and Heath Ledger? It might have been Ryan Gosling. My Brokeback Mountain might have been threesome. It might have been 3 cowboys trying to stay warm. I don't remember that movie either. Don't worry. I could have watched it. I'm not afraid of it. Don't judge me. Judge, I love that Norm Macdonald joke. Norm Macdonald has the best joke of all time. And it reminds me a lot of GameStop. Yeah, I don't care. You guys gonna cancel me right now? But I'm parodying a Norm Macdonald joke. Rest in peace, Norm. We love you, bro. But you guys gotta be kidding me. He does deductive reasoning, kind of like what I do. when it comes to private equity or your investments and stuff. But he does the same thing for his neighbor. He met his neighbor. His neighbor's a college teacher, professor. What do you teach? I teach logic. He's like, logic? He goes, yeah, deductive reasoning, logic. He goes, let me ask you, do you have a lawnmower? He's like, yeah. Okay, so if you have a lawnmower, then I assume you have a lawn. You have a lawn, I assume you have a home. You have a home, more than likely you're going to be married and you have children. Therefore, you are heterosexual. There you go. You got down the list. Okay, now look. Tonko, do you have a lawnmower? He says, no. He goes, okay, then you're fucking gay. That's it. That's the joke. But it don't worry, Tonko. It's not personal. I'm not dealing with you. I'm just saying, Norm Macdonald's jokes are like next level. Woo! The moth joke, that one was a good one. He's just thinking different. He says, yeah, somebody's like, nah, I can't do it. I'm not going to do that. There's another joke, but I can't do it. One of them guys. Yeah, he talks that way. It's crazy. Don't watch Short Bus. I had a hipster girlfriend try to subject me to that. No, I told you guys, watch Don't Fuck with Cats, that documentary. Go watch that. That's worth watching. Marantz, you should have watched Love is Blind, never watched it. One of the women actually tried to glue her eyes shut this season. Say it again. You watch every episode of this show. How in the hell did you have time for Love is Blind? Bro, I'm done with this shit. Was she role-playing? She like, okay, I could do it too. Marantz, I need the army to help me figure out why Bed Bath & Beyond took all my money. This is serious. Can you get the army to help sound the alarm? Ring the alarm. Yeah, never mind. I can't with you guys, man. You guys always say, it's always somebody in the chat that says some stupid shit. Either that or we have a brain dead person over here at Oracle. I don't know if you guys know who this guy is, Peter. Hey, Peter, let's read what you had to write. Peter says, I'm a senior vice president of human resources at Oracle Corporation. Last Tuesday, I sent out to 30,000 people, 6 a.m. He sent out the email. Yesterday morning, I onboarded one person at $950,000 a year. Who are we paying $1 million a year to? Both were my responsibility. Both were executed flawlessly. Bro, if you want a pat on your back, Peter, I mean, shit, can it reach that far back? The email said, after careful consideration of Oracle's current business needs, we have made the decision to eliminate your role as part of a broader organizational change. As a result, today is your last working day. I signed it Oracle Leadership, not my name, not the co-CEO's name, not anyone's name. Leadership. Leadership is a signature that cannot be fired. I mean, what is this guy talking about, bro? At 6:01 a.m., our infrastructure team disabled 30,000 badges, revoked 30,000 VPN tokens, locked 30,000 laptops, wiped 30,000 voicemails, suspended 30,000 email accounts. By 6:04, 30,000 people were staring at a login screen that would never accept their password again. Well, then how the hell did they get this email? Or how did they read it at 6:05? Did they all wake up at 6? Did they all read like robots their emails at that hour? Like, this is not making any sense to me. This is crazy. So the emails reminded them that they were prohibited from downloading, copying, or retaining any Oracle confidential information. 3 people called HR hotline before 6:15. 2 to ask if the email was real. 1 asked if she could retrieve a photo of her daughter from her desktop. I directed all 3 to the separation portal. That's data security. I've managed 11 separation events. This was the cleanest. 30,000 endpoints terminated in under 4 minutes. I sent the email from a template in PeopleSoft called Who Gives a Shit? All this nonsense. That's risk management. The co-CEO's approved the plan in 11 minutes. I timed it. I always time approvals. Like, who the fuck cares, bro? This executive alignment. In January, TD Cowen published an analyst note. It said cutting 20,000 to 30,000 would generate 8 to 10 billion in incremental cash flow. We needed that cash. Our AI data center capital exposures are projected at 50 billion this fiscal year. We had 20 billion shortfall. Then why make the projection? Why make the commitment if you can't afford to? but you don't give a shit about the dispendable people. You're not going to make a return on it anyway. That's your own downfall. This whole bullshit that he's talking about, free cash flow, one workflow removes 30,000 people who built the cloud infrastructure. The other sponsors 3,000 replacements to continue building it. This is your employment arbitrage. It's happening even now. It's happening on the greatest level you'll ever think. I'm gonna tell you guys something. You ever see this son of a bitch? And I'm gonna go get him. Peter Gurnus, whatever. You're nuts, bro. That's crazy to do this. Something like that. I want to find his ass right here. Not Peter Genius, no. What was his name? Peter what? I don't even know his name. Gurnus, something like that. Oracle. Found him. I don't know how to spell his name. I want to know what he's all about. Senior threat researcher. They reinstated the CFO role by hiring Hillary Max. Wow. You were the senior VP of this bullshit. Oh, I'm finding you, Peter. I want to know more about you, Peter. I want to know more about you. Right here. 0-day initiative. This guy really posted this shit and Oracle thinks it's okay? This fucking bum? Trend Micro, technical support engineer, self-employed, Best Buy consultant, HEB grocery partner. Who are you? What is this? Did I miss something? What world did I miss, man? He's a 2-bit T-Mobile sales guy. What were you, a sales guy at T-Mobile? What the hell? You sold cell phones for a year. You went and sold them over at Best Buy. Grocery partner, overnight stalker. The fuck? This can't be real. This is execution. I mean, tooting your own shit. I thought I had a brother that was cocky. No, Peter. Trend Micro. Hey, sorry, Tonko. He's talking about you again. Trend Micro. What the hell is this? Cybersecurity software company. Cloud compute. Blah, blah, blah. Eva Chan. Steve Chang. Cybersecurity software. I'm just curious. This is what we're doing, Oracle? Hiring this company? There was no data breach. Nobody. We executed it flawlessly. You're so happy to fire 30,000 people that you go and post about it? Your timeline, your dayline? Like, what are you? Are you advertising for your business? That's what it sounds like. Sounds like the dude is writing an infomercial. Like a testimony. Don't worry, I'm reading. I'm looking for stuff. File security storage. Oh, yeah. Where were you? Where were you when GameStop was taking off to the moon, bro? We didn't have the money for our build out of data centers. Yeah, nobody does. They're all tapped out. So here they are, firing people, firing and hiring. This guy's a jokester. Fucking punk. By the way, GameStop, 12,000 cards on the website. Good job, GameStop. Keep doing that. Don't worry, that's small talk for me. Small, sexy talk for me. Can you believe that? Sounds like Peter should add his own name to the list. Yeah. How's Marantz not watch Love is Blind? Shit is hilarious. Yeah, I guess. Because I was watching something about the little people. My wife been watching midgets for like a whole 2 months. Shit, you guys want to talk about scary nightmares? Playing that shit all night, bro. You guys know I don't deal with midgets, man. I'm sorry. Hey, little people, don't get offended by me. I'm just a regular dude. But I'm telling you now, these little people, entitled people, they run funny, they swing hard. I don't know what they're doing in life. I already made all my midget jokes, but I about had it up to here with these dudes. Never mind. All right, I'll stop. Don't start with me. Midget people 2 hours per night. At least, bro. And then they show up pregnant, and all you do is okay, first off, there's some real wackos out here, and I'll call them wackos. Those like grown-ass men chasing down these midgets trying to date them. I'm really attracted to you. I'm like, how? They're a child. They look like children. Never. No, they don't go. I mean, these dudes were impregnating little midgets, bro. It's one thing to be midget and midget getting it on. Hey, I don't know how that's all working. But these dudes were like 6'3". I like you. I like you down there. What's up? These women were coming up to like their damn thigh. Their kneecaps. It was crazy. My wife had me watching the show. All right. Anyway, I'm going to show you these stocks I was talking about. We're talking about them right now for a reason. The first one we're going to do is Nike. You guys brought up Nike. So here's Nike. Wow. Nike, historically, you've never seen this value at $42. You haven't seen this price point here since way over here in 2016. So you had this monster run up during this timeline, but you haven't seen the lows of this ship here since 2016. So is this the ideal time? Look at it right here. This is the ideal time to get in on Nike. I would tell you the value of Nike right now at this price point. You mean to tell me the company's only worth $60 billion? No, I don't see it that way. We're talking about a company that price to book is about four times book it's selling right now. So these are entry levels that you could really, really enjoy. There's a dividend involved, almost a 4% dividend, tracking with the 10-year and the 2-year, which is not bad. But you're looking at Nike overall for some real value. Nike's at an all-time low, recent low over the last decade. So that's what happened here. Do I think it's the last leg? No. We're talking about a company that does $11 billion in sales a quarter. A quarter. So plenty going on there with Nike. You're looking at their market cap. They're trading at 63, and their price to sales is basically 1 to 2 in that range. 1.35, matter of fact. So phenomenal number for them, and I like them. They have an EPS of $1.52 a share. So there's some value there. The dividend payout for them is at $1.64 a share a year. So you discount the dividend based off of what you're buying. So if you can get a 4% discount on this stock, you're really only looking at gaining back $2.50 a year, $2.50, $2 in that range. Hold it for 10 years, you're already at 50% off of the stock itself. There's some real value there. That's just all I'm saying on Nike. If you believe in the brand, I mean, what other brands would you buy? What other shoes would you buy? Whatever. But for whatever reason, Nike's down. It's okay. There's not a tariff scare or anything like that. The other one that we want to talk about is Kohl's. Everyone's talking Kohl's, but like I told you, Death Cross was formed right here. Death Cross on the daily, meaning $12, not looking good. I understand the after-hour push. I understand all of that. But there's a lot here that people don't understand, and we do. We do if you understand private equity, if you understand the breakout and the fall down of this company. There's a reason why it was down to $5.83. People probably found that very inviting last month. So especially if you ran up, Marantz, you don't know what you're talking about. It was at 5, and now it's up to 13 in the after hours. That's a 100% move. We missed out on this run. You probably did. You probably did, and people probably bought it at the very bottom again, bought back in the shorts themselves. There's a lot here that people are not explaining to you on Kohl's. If you do the fundamentals, if you look at the actual sheet for them, there's one thing to have price to book, right? Like the book value of this company is infinite. To give you an example, their market cap is $1.5 billion. That is absolutely laughable when it comes to Kohl's. $1.5 billion on Kohl's. All the assets combined are worth like, I don't even know, 20 billion, 15 billion, somewhere in that range. There's so much value at Kohl's, but it's absolutely at the mercy of Marcella Mancura and Legion Partners. They have the same executives, the same investors as Bed Bath & Beyond did, and it's going to go down the same route. They took their dividend. They used to pay a dividend of, it was $2 a year. They're now at 50 cents a year in that range. So there's a lot that's missed at Kohl's, but the dividend yield is still, of the price of the stock, almost 4%, 3.9 in that range percent. So is it a buy? As long as they're still paying a dividend, it's a hell of a buy at 12. I'm not buying it. It was a hell of a buy at 5. Are you kidding? You had to buy it at that point if you noticed it. But I don't notice it because I don't go study it every day. But I can tell you this: the last time they had a death cross, down 70% over the next 10 months. What do you see here? So as I go back to it, we see the death cross of Kohl's. We'll go here. That's the daily. It's right there. That's the death cross. But you had it previously right here. So right here was a death cross, and that happened just last year, 2 years ago, whatever it was, a year and a half ago. And look at the rundown all the way to the ground. So now that we're back up here and it has another death cross, it just shows you that people are playing the pump. But the pump is diminished return. It never pumps as much as it once did. It's not like GameStop where there was this mountain of a run. This thing has been doing this the whole time. You see the stock here. We talked about it at its peaks in 2018, 2019, 2020, all the way down to the ground. This is when the corporate raiders came in, ran back up, but this run on down, these steps down, these are manufactured decreases. There's nothing holding you up. Where is your support off of this? This is a trend down. You're in a trending channel down. You'd have to find support way from back here, from back in the day in 1992. And what are you going to find? Absolutely nothing. You're going to find it falling off a cliff. There's nothing here at Kohl's. But people play this rhythm and run, and they'll tell you that they know what they're looking at. I won't be doing it. That's not me. The last one I want to talk about is Microsoft. Microsoft. We have a true problem here at Microsoft. We're looking at the weekly, and for the first time in forever, Microsoft fell below the 200 moving average on the weekly. You saw it touch and bounce in 2022 during these recessions. It has now fallen completely under. Now, I get it. Trump makes an announcement. It pumps it back. But I want you to look at this. The last time that happened, where it touched down here, way over here in 2011. Maybe that year rings a bell to you. Maybe you understand what it once was, where it was pumping past in 2010, came down, touched, played with this margin, touched the line of the 200-day, and then try to have a run this whole time over these last 15 years. When does that run cool off? Well, it looks like we touched it during the recession of 2022. They didn't call it that. But now we're back at it, and we're even below it. You're fighting an uphill battle. This is not a good run for Microsoft. You're going to find out, Microsoft, how heavy $2.75 trillion really is. All these investors that are going to want their money out of that investment over this run that you're at. So that's Microsoft. So the three that I'm paying attention to, Nike, I think it's a good buy at 42. Of course I do, because I just think the brand is worth that much. Kohl's, you can play it, you can run it, you can do your shit, do your deal in the dirt. I want no part of it. And Microsoft looking like it's going to be on this run down and or this bounce because Trump taco trade, but no, it's not where I'm at. I'm at GameStop, and I'm never going to stop doing GameStop, okay? Now, let me answer some of your questions. I'm going to get the hell up out of here, and that's how we're going to do it because that's my show. So there we go. A wild point of entry to the stream. Oh, I don't know what part you were at, Goldie. I don't know what part you were at, but I got you. Marantz, what are your opinions on Fanatics has long-term partnerships, often exclusive in certain categories like e-commerce, merchandising, NFL, NBA, blah, 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 blah. Have not seen the major moves centralizing. I don't care about Fanatics. You know, Fanatics has a partnership with GameStop for some of the card deals that they do, but I'm not big on certain retail brands. One, I'm not a believer in the NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL. I'm not a believer, and I can tell you why. They made the market. They made the mystery all these years. So I'll give you this example. Michael Jordan is only the greatest because he was in Chicago. The best basketball player ever. Oh my God. Chicago money made him. Short sellers made him. The brand made him. Private equity made him. Was he the best player? No. Wasn't the best player. The best scorer. Wasn't the best player. Hakeem Olajuwon was a great player. Magic Johnson, Larry Bird. Those were all great players. Isaiah Thomas beat the shit out of Michael Jordan. Little Isaiah with nothing. Michael got carried by Scottie Pippen. Got carried by Dennis Rodman. Horace Grant. Power forwards carry everything. But you got to remember that when you have a player, generational talent, like Kobe Bryant, like LeBron James, hell, even Tom Brady in football, who do you watch now? Who are you going to watch in basketball? Let's just do it. Let's go down the line. NFL, who's the number one star? Who's the number one star going to draw you want to watch? Nah, I don't want to watch Taylor Swift and the boys, but that's what private equity put their hitch to. They went right over the Chiefs and said, guess what? We got the best player. How can we get to him? He's already married. He's with Brittany. All right, let's go ahead and get this guy, Travis Kelce, and let's get him Taylor. Put her in the front and center. Now it's mainstream. You think the Seahawks are mainstream? Let me tell you, I called it here on this channel 3 weeks before the Seahawks even played the Super Bowl. I said they're going to win the Super Bowl, and they're winning it because private equity is going to sell the team, and they're going to come in and buy it and get the highest valuation possible from a Super Bowl champion. What happened 10 days after the Super Bowl was won by those same Seattle team? Private equity came in. They're up for sale, the whole 9 yards. Like, these things are done on purpose, guys. Who in baseball do you watch? Other than Shohei Ohtani, there's not a player that you watch. Who's he owned by? Private equity, sovereign wealth funds from the UAE. He's literally owned by private equity. The Dodgers, if you didn't know. NHL, couldn't name you one player. MLS, couldn't name you one player. Nobody cares about the NBA and who's their player. Other than LeBron, who's washed up, who are you watching? SGA? They don't even know who he is. Flopping around the court. You're not paying for that product. We have the World Cup coming. World Cup's going to get plenty of pub, plenty of run. But after that, I mean, what are we doing? I'm good. Microsoft just also said that their AI tool, Copilot, is for entertainment purposes, meaning it does nothing. You don't want to use it. Midgets being new a height. Yeah. Because Marantz doesn't watch sports. Oh, no, Wemby? You think Wemby's the draw? Dak Prescott, get him. The Blue Jays? No, none of it. You guys spare me the bullshit, bros. I pay attention to everything. I just look like I play WoW all night. Oh, speaking of, gotta go. GameStop. Can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. And for all my real ones out there, all my pimps out there, you know who you are. Get at me.